Yeah.
Yo, what up, world? It's your boy Blue, Battle of the Beatmakers 2020, Move the Crowd edition. We here, episode 8, the last 32 of the preliminaries. Judges, how you feeling? How you feeling?
Feeling good.
We feeling
Good.
All right,
Good,
we looking
good.
for that top 32 to join us in Toronto, March 21st at the Opera House. That's right, in Toronto. Tickets on sale next week. Battle of the Beatmakers. Hit us up, battleofbeatmakers.com. Keep your eyes on the website for more to come. We're just going to get right into it and finish out these last 32. We're looking for some real standouts. You guys who come out in this last 32 could hold that space in our memory as we're going into the battle.
Absolutely.
As a people we got to look out for. So, up first, Royce Dior, Brooklyn.
Dio got the heel, right?
Pop Chris. Or Pop Chris.
Yeah, definitely. It can work for UK too.
Brooklyn flag. That's been my things.
When man come true with the upgrade.
Man can't split up.
Definitely got that drill vibe.
Yeah, that's how
Definitely
UK
that
drill
vibe.
right
I
there.
like that, man. I think
Pop
that
shit.
could work on his platform too. Like,
Makes sense. You could he's probably a young boy from Brooklyn with that pole pop
I know
smoke
go-
movement
yeah.
for
that'll
sure.
fall underneath the wave umbrella for sure.
I like the weight of his drums and everything. No, I like it. I like it. We're
I like
good.
it too, man. It's good.
Dope. Let's go to Major the Chief, Brantford, Canada. Stand up.
Major the Chief.
Not mad at you. People speak your mind.
If it stands out, I would say it's more along with the pack. In regards to like it really standing out as one of those ones, it's really safe.
Fucks with the flutes.
Dope. Next up, we got Finn out of Mississauga.
Let's go. Yeah, cool. Finn, I like your stuff, but as far as catalog, I know you have more in the vault than that right there for me. Especially when it comes to the battle. I'll push you a little harder. All love and respect.
Yeah. So just leave it at that.
All right, let's keep it moving. Lifestyle from Richmond, U.S.
Okay, so that beat didn't even start. um, you, beat battles, you know, you're gonna wanna come with some drums, some kicks, some snares, and even if there was a beat to come after the rest of all of that, your intro shouldn't be more than like say 10 seconds tops. You know what I mean? Like 8 bars tops.
Don't be cruel to the judges. That's what he's saying. Don't be cruel to the judges. Don't put us through a long intro that you know you don't need to when you know you need to get the point across. So like if you have like a 4 even 8 bar intro of that, just know that you have to match that energy once the drums kick in. So like yeah, it was kind of just drawing. Yeah.
Depression music is not gonna win the war. You gotta have the right energy. That's
Yeah,
sad.
it's kind of
moody
oxymoronish
stuff. Yeah, it's not
if you
gonna
want to
win
do
the
like
war.
real super laid back stuff in a category where the people that you need, because one of the key things I know for me personally as a producer, I love to look in the format of being champ of the people, and that's what this lane really is in regards to just producers making music that is championed by the people, and that's what this is about. So when you want to make more records that are going to this category where you want to compete, just make sure that you're doing this not only for yourself, but you're doing it for the people that are gonna make you win. And that's all I gotta say.
Be competitive, man. This is like it's like you gotta really turn your head into it. This is like a musical war. You're fighting here with the music. And with the stuff that you like, the energy has to be as good as or better than the same people that will make you jump out of your skin. So if you're not jumping out of your skin to your own stuff, and then you're trying to bring it to a battle where other people are coming with everything, like, come on, bro, I got a cannon and you want to come with a butter knife, like you're gonna get blasted. So yeah, step it up. That's
All
it.
right.
We got love for y'all. Next.
Yeah.
SMJ Cuban Link from Amsterdam.
SMJ, you play it.
That's it.
That's it.
The appreciation, I don't know, but like honestly, with the right arrangement, that would work. Certain things should have came in at a certain time. That appreciation shouldn't have been off the top. It would have been at the breakdown. If it came in, that would have worked. But yeah, too much going on to nah, can't do it.
Yeah, it's even hard to determine the start and the end, man, because it just all sounds repetitive in nature, sequence wise, man. So You need some more variations for this battle for sure.
Yeah.
That's not gonna get
That's
you
definitely
through,
key.
Yeah. All right, Dr. Sebeats. Is that a play on Dr. Sebi? Manchester, UK.
better come with it with
Manchester,
that.
stand up.
Man. I like this winning.
Cancer free. No.
The beats that sound like stock, we're gonna call Stockholm syndrome.
Listen. He has a concept.
Stock.
He has a concept. He got it of what that sound's supposed to sound like. But if you were really
Stockholm.
supposed to use like some raw
It's the
sounds
stock on the
and all that,
Casio.
you might have more of a chance. But that is straight fresh
Right out
out
the
of the
box.
Casio.
Right out the
like,
box.
yo,
Yeah.
Casio.
Say like the approach to it was more performer than producer.
Mm.
Where like yeah, you guys are saying like even if there's like a group of people doing reggaeton music, there's gonna be that dude that's gonna wander off and make music and production that sounds like what we just heard.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the thing is like that's dope. We've heard it before, but what are you gonna do to
That's
make
different.
it yours?
Exactly, to
Yeah.
separate it from
Because he's
absolutely.
got like as far as how that stuff is made, he's got everything down. To me, it sounds like somebody new that's making it, but it's all stocky sounds. If he went there and went with
Definitely.
different drums and different things and threw in some little sample sounds for the hype, that would really work. Because everything he does have for as far as how that sound works, it's right. Musically, it's right. But as far as sound choices, you would catch a better win if you had some raw elements, something in there to make it not so. Yeah, it
It's
sounds.
it's almost like a
Rugrats.
band playing a version of a song, like you're hearing it live, like
yeah,
put cobble
yeah,
together
we
this
don't want
band
that.
and play it out.
Like
That's what we got,
them boat cruises.
Yeah, there you go. Right down the
That's the
middle.
mood right there.
Actually, you know what?
But he's a dope
No.
musician.
Let me give him something. Even to what we're talking about too, with that producer and any of the producers that are gonna be like, we were listening to, like, there's on Netflix, there's that Spike Lee shit that they turned into we made a beat. Yo, what's the beat?
Which one are you talking about? Oh yeah, the
What's
one
the
mint condition.
Yeah, but what's the name of the? I named it something that has
You
to do
Got
with
Me,
okay, so there's a show or whatever movie that Spike Lee did, and now they turned it into a Netflix show, and that
It's that
vibe,
She's Gotta Have It.
She gotta have it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the vibe I was thinking of. That came to my mind, and like even with shows like that, not even just a vibe, but just shows like that, certain records like that can work for. So once again, this is a sync sighting. We're gonna call it that.
Sync
So
sighting.
when we hear something that doesn't work for the battle, we say something along the lines of sync sighting, that's still a good thing because there's still a bag and it's still something for producers and young producers to go and actually like monetize off of. And that's the key because you can't make beats forever for mans that want free beats and can't pay your rent. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of what we're doing right now. So even in the beat battle, we probably spoke about this prior, but in this beat battle, if it's not good for this beat battle, it's good for us to tell you where else it can go. Yeah. And that's dope. That's key.
All right, track makes the beats. South Carolina, up next.
I guess a good approach on trying to switch or add more to, I guess, transitions. But overall, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they like the producer did their thing in regards to just paying attention to what they can add element wise to add dynamic to it. But overall, it still didn't really get to that.
A lot of time spent on getting that vocal right, but you forgot
Tired
about
of
the
that
rest of
trap
the beat.
snare, man.
You forgot about the rest of the beat. That vocal still was sounding.
Yeah, like it would really
clean,
help for
but-
the producers to continue doing what they're doing, but obviously try
Tune
to
the
add.
snare, detune the snare,
Try
change
to
that
add,
snare.
yeah,
though.
exactly. Like try to like add something
that
to your element.
That
Add-
was yum.
yeah, so definitely in the future.
That's like a
Food.
4 or 5 year snare. That snare's
Yeah.
been kicking it for 5, 6
Right.
years.
Food, that is food.
That's like
you'll get food as if you just rely on like
that's
Layer
like
with something
that.
like
That's
that.
like
Yeah.
that
Give me
blueprint,
something
like
different.
track
Layer me.
masters,
Open
like clap
season, man.
snare. That annoying. I hate that snare.
Yeah.
On
Give
the
me something new.
that clap I love trap masters. They're my favorite producers, but they have this annoying claps like snare that's
Clap,
annoying
snap,
as shit.
snare.
Clap snap, that's exactly what it is because it's like a clap snap snare,
Got the producers
and it
doing
doesn't
that
really.
snare.
It sounds so annoying, but it's been able to last for so long.
Oh, the
Willie
one on
John,
the Chingy track?
the one on the blueprint that no one cares about.
Yeah.
That song.
jigga.
And hey, yo,
jigga.
Trap Master's my favorite.
That
One
one?
of my favorite producers. Yeah, that.
Everyone hates that.
I hate that snare.
Everybody.
I've used it and I hate it. But yeah, like kind of avoid going that lane where you have elements in your music that people will grow to hate.
Sounds like a
But even with this
16-layered clap.
record too, like I think it will be more of a stronger song in that vibe than it being like a competitor.
All right. So next we got So Good out of Chicago. Chirac.
Dope. That was dope. Dope vibe. I like again takes us on a journey. This producer definitely knows what he's doing. I'm interested to hear what other tracks this producer has. See what else slaps.
Can you eat?
There's a difference in our opinion because I was not. Yeah, that's you and me.
Yeah, I was feeling it.
I wasn't feeling that. Yeah. I was just being 100. Like, yeah,
I caught her vibe.
I
I'm
was
like,
like,
I caught her vibe. I'm like, where you got? The South got something to say. So I'm like, what she got to say? That from she pointed to you, I'm like, all right. Let me see what you guys say. All right, yeah. And the thing is, too, even from what you said, it's kind of not really straying away from how I even really feel with that performance of that record. Where I could say that, yeah, definitely try to add more layers to the onion. To
the onion.
Onion got layers, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Tears.
to basically like add more dynamic to what you were trying to get across, because there's producers like ourselves and artists like ourselves that'll be able to see where you were trying to go, but to the average ear, they're not gonna understand. So us here are gonna tell you like, yeah, before it gets to the average ear, here's what you could possibly do. So with this one too, just add a little bit more dynamics, not only to the mix, but even to whatever else sounds that you take away or add to it to make it make sense. But definitely on top of that, pay attention to the structure of how you build the records for this platform, for this competition.
So next up we got Ario from Waterloo, Canada.
Can you ease my confusion?
Baby, my whole work is to confuse you.
In other words, I want to confuse you.
I like the effort. I hear the effort, but you know, I like the effort. I heard him pushing himself there, so let me shut up from here.
Well, yeah, I could say cool for the effort,
Yes.
but for this situation, you're gonna have to perform that in front of a bunch of people. So, are you? The big question is, are you confident in that? Are you going to make the crowd understand that? Are you going to be able to raise your hands, do all that, like basically just be animated to get that point across and the potential of that beat for this battle? And if
not
you
off
feel
the
you
top.
can't do it,
Yeah.
then that's not the beat that you're supposed to submit. Even though it's a beat that will more likely be great for a song, if you know, like that's what it is. I'm trying to get to y'all motherfuckers where let's be real here. Be real 150% with yourself. So when you play certain beats or you think you want to submit certain beats for a certain criteria, just know, are you going to bob your head? Are you going to be the crowd participator? Are you going to be that person in that crowd to listen to this? Or even if you know people that listen to this vibe, are they going to be receptive to it? If they're not, then don't go there.
That's
Go
not
somewhere
the,
else.
Yeah, that's not the one. But what he's saying too, that's not the one you would drop if you have the heads or tail pick, and if you go first, that is not the one you drop first because you'll get 8 after that.
Yeah.
There's so many ways to go after that to chop you up after that. But if the person that went before you is lacking, that can take them out if it fits the pocket.
And part of what we're here for too is to give you a heads up of the disappointment before you reach it, because a lot of producers, a lot of creators that are not able to handle the constructive criticism of the disappointment aspect of telling you something you don't want to hear.
Yeah, and then when you experience it firsthand, it's even worse.
Exactly.
When you actually
So-
stand in front of the
Be
crowd.
mad at
Exactly.
everybody.
They're
So
not
that's what
giving
we're
you
here
no.
for.
Fuck that
They
guy.
ain't giving you no feedback other than what you get.
100%. And
Which is
that's
booed out
what
of
we're
the
here
building.
for.
Especially if they
To
paid
let
a
that
plane
off
ticket
your
for that.
shoulders.
Come on, bro.
Where like if you really think about it, not to sound like the old guy, but we made it superbly easier for you to deal with the bullshit. Where we're telling you before you present it to the person you really feel you need to present it to, before you present it to someone at Atlantic, before you present it to someone at Def Jam, before you present it to someone at Columbia, we're gonna be the assholes to tell you, eh? You know what I'm saying?
All
Yeah.
right, let's keep it moving. Got DDA next from Los Angeles.
DDA, you always cooking up.
DDA. More of the same, it seems.
Yeah,
Not enough.
it just kind of sits.
You'll get
It sits
eaten
in
up.
the middle of the pack. As Tono would say, it's definitely yammable. For the mandems who are international who don't know Toronto slang, you can do your best to figure that out. But one thing I challenge I'll challenge producers to do this. When you're doing a melody, do a melody that's dynamic enough to spread across 4 bars, rather than a 2-bar loop that's just keep going and going and going. And then when you add an element to it, it's still just a 2-bar loop that's going over and over and over and over. So we talk about the changes when we talk about the dynamics of a beat. It's not just as simple as, okay, I have this beat going and I'm going to throw a little guitar in and that counts as a change. For the most part, it doesn't change the vibe. You want to really challenge yourself, like listen to your stuff, challenge yourself while you're making that beat. How do I make this dynamic? How do I stretch this 2-bar creation into a 4-bar creation, and that 4-bar creation into an 8-bar creation, taking a drop out, putting something in that's different than what I did before, but still consistent with, adding to my vibe. So these are kind of the thought process that I go through to try to kind of say, what more can I do? What more can I do? You know what I mean? So
it's really hard to have a masterful 2-bar beat. Like only Dre can give you
Yeah.
2 bars and repeat those 2 bars and sound fresh every
could-
time.
And Timberland.
it
Timberland
could
too.
happen.
Timberland too.
It could happen, but even at
Yes,
that,
it
it's
can
still
happen.
hard to have
It's
that
incredibly
go
hard.
through and make a huge impact in a
Absolutely.
beat
And also,
battle.
real quick before we get into the next producer, even building onto that Timberland thing, is I know I was talking about it with a few other colleagues of mine, where it was like, even with Timberland and Missy, when it came to the not the All in My Grill record, it's the there's one record where if you listen to the beat, it sounds repetitive. There's
Hot
nothing
Boys.
to it. Hot Boys. So every producer on the planet, if you get the chance to listen to the Hot Boys a cappella and listen to the Hot Boys beat, Timberland did nothing really great at all on the beat,
drops.
but when it
Beat
came to
drops
the
and
production
monster.
and you listen to freaking Missy's a cappella, it's a whole song by itself without a beat. And that's also key too, where you can present the dope shit as a producer to us, but we can read the DNA in that bitch. So we can also even hear that, okay, this motherfucker could also make something pop just off of something plain and build onto it. So, or he or she, sorry. So at the end of the day, is like when we listen to a lot of these beats too, we're also keeping that in mind as well. So yeah, definitely. I just had to add that in there. I don't even know why I even said that.
Let
but I
me
had
just
to
say
add it
one
in
more
there.
thing.
But it's key. It's key though. It's key.
When it comes to the arrangement, movement is important. So the last beat, like if I'm dancing, I need something that's gonna make me kick out the left foot over the right or do something completely crazy. But if I'm an ADD dancer and you're just giving me the regular, I'm out of there. So you're gonna have to give me stuff that switches up on time to make my body move. You're in
Keep you
control of
engaged.
my body. You're in control of everything. So movement is important. So that one thing that you like, that one loop you like that goes, ding, 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 that's cool. But give me something to make my shoulder pop, my leg do something different. So in your arrangement, you're in charge of making us move and do stuff. That's important. If it just stays regular, everybody's got ADD right now. Nobody got time for that to be repeating for that long. We don't have time for you to even be doing that for 8 bars.
We're trying to help
Switch
you
me
get
up.
to the dope that you think you are.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about being like having something that sounds infectious.
Yeah,
Like you just
know,
wanna
because
hear it.
exactly, because we've been listening to certain beats where it gets really repetitive.
And as a
where it's
dancer, I
like
wanna-
they were
I wanna
happy with what
break
they
some
had
limbs.
instead of really actually getting into like the vibes of what people really want.
Right.
So
Alright.
yeah,
Let's keep it moving to
Bombay.
Easy Does It. Tampa, USA.
Tracks.
just spoke on repetition and something.
And loops,
finding
yeah.
loops.
So,
So
I think we
That's
can.
just a straight running man right there at my dance, bro. That's all you're gonna get from me. I ain't no other move gonna come in there because you ain't give it to me.
All right, Mr. Q out of Pickering. East End has been coming through, so.
Yo, what's up, Q?
Greens and juice. Shit. Q, right? Greens and juice. Shit.
The Q said.
Some juice.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Get Ray to
Park up last night. Yeah, that's some juice, yo. Yo, Q.
Anybody got a blanket?
Okay, check this out. I'm gonna say something first. I'm gonna say something first. It's 2020. Y'all remember Treehouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going with it.
anxious to
So
see where
y'all
this is
remember
going.
Treehouse? So I'm not sure if y'all realize this, but in the last 10 years, we've been really focusing on melody-wise Treehouse. Rugrats. YTV. We're catering to our younger self too much, and we're making the same beat at that point where when I hear stuff like that, it's ABC, and it's not gonna get the result because a lot. Here's the key too. On top of that too, a lot of producers when they rap on records like that, it's from their homies that produce it, so that connection is already there. So if you're trying to shop that, just know that there's 20,000 producers, not 20, not 200, not 2,000, 20,000. Okay, fine, 20 million that are making that same beat.
Yes, and if you're gonna stand out, what?
I'd love to say 20,000 to y'all, but there's 20 million producers 2020 making that same fucking beat. Y'all gotta step that shit up and take it to a level where you make it your own. Make that your shit. If you're gonna go that lane, make it your shit. Other than that, it's straight treehouse melodies. It's straight this and that. So if you want to take it to a level, make it your own shit, and make your own lane where you can have your own revenue. Add some spice to it.
Can I just say, like, just if you were to find a place for that, you could do like little quick snippet commercials or something. If you were just do a few changes to it, like I hear that on like a ball commercial or something athletic, just like real quick, 30 seconds. But it's not enough for the beat battle. Like it's too monotonous. It's,
Again, we keep
that's it.
reiterating this, not for this platform, man.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like it's a competition. So just think about like the diversity that's gonna be in there, and if your beats are not even diverse enough to even. Anyway.
Yeah. Let's keep it moving. Bootleg, California, West Coast.
You want him to do you so much you could do anything. Have you ever had a dreams that have you ever had a dreams that hold up, I'm finna
This youth's beat. All right, so check this out. We officially renamed your beat. It's Why Not You. That's the name of your beat, and you're gonna have to deal with that. It's your life now. It's 2020. You're gonna have to move on forward with that. Your name, the name of that beat It's called Why Not You.
I feel like
Live with it.
you're speaking to me.
So live with it.
Trap.
The elements were cool. I'm not mad at the elements. I think that it's one of those ones, especially after the last few we heard, that it could actually have some place, and I would like to see what that producer also has to offer. Because even down to that Why Not You part, the thing is, people don't really dig deep into how key that is to even a rapper, not even to what a producer does, but to how a rapper or a singer performs on that song. That Why Not You or anything else in that category is real complimentary to a big tune. So
and I can already visualize that like shaking the building. You know,
Definitely.
I think one more transition would have probably put it over the top.
Yeah.
More
everything I have to say. You're saying everything I was gonna say. Absolutely, 100%.
That sample reminded me of that little with the monkey talking about, yo, if you just let me use your beat, man, I would. If you just let me use your beat, man, yo, bro.
Give me your beat, man. Just give me.
We do the video. We'll make sure I put your name in there. Why not you?
All right, Sneakerhead Set Beats.
100%.
Atlanta up next.
Yeah, shout it.
Yeah.
She drops an album every 2 years and kills him.
Adele. Big hit.
Yeah, it's too long.
Adele, holler at me, eh? Tunes. One classic or one big tune?
They're like, these guys aren't gonna know who this is.
Nah, this has gotta be a mistake.
Oh, this is the whole song?
Nah, this is not. There's
Whoa.
no way.
We get
There's
it.
No way.
We get it.
There's no way.
Hold on, y'all made a mistake.
Okay, watch. Oh, I thought I was gonna have to. Okay.
Okay, set
Just
fire.
read the hook of the song. It's a remix.
Good luck clearing all that.
Okay,
I already
first off,
know, with whoever. Sorry to cut you off. I'm
No,
saying
go ahead.
whoever goes and speaks, I already know you're gonna speak on behalf of what everybody's thinking here. So go ahead.
that's why I leave the
Go
mic
ahead,
to you, bro.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were
Go
gonna.
ahead.
Oh,
No, you
okay.
got it.
So
You got it.
for starters, is that
Clear that.
that intro was way too long, and on top of that too was that
all your money clearing that is
you
that intro. Is gonna
exactly
Be all your money.
you have to understand like
Ooh, bye.
you're flipping a very popular sample amongst folks that sit down and watch TV and drink booze and eat ice cream. So like end of the day, you have to understand you got to flip that sample to a point where you're gonna have to get the crowd engaged as fuck. So if you're gonna let a good minute and 30-something seconds of a good part of that song go through and still come in with that off the one,
Not enough.
She's gonna own at least 99% of your song.
well, yeah, on the
because of that
business
intro.
sense, she'll own your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All you can do is say, hey, I made that. Other than that.
Here's
So
my
we'll get that
remix.
out the way. But importantly, too, if there's characteristics that you believed in that you were trying to aim for making this beat to submit it here, it didn't quite reach that because Adele beat you to it.
Yeah. Facts.
So remember that.
said.
It was-
Hazy, Georgia, USA. Up next.
This kid saying something and you come with it.
It sounded smooth, cool, but battle wise, not too sure.
Yeah, not there. Yeah. Besides it being straightforward, there was nothing crazy like distinctive that I can pull from it.
All right. All right. Moving into 16, the last 32. We halfway there. Chippewa Sioux, Wiki Canada. I don't know what that is.
Wiki. Hope it's a res. Let's go, natives.
Bring it back, please. Bring it back.
We bring that back, please.
Bring it back.
Let's make a
Point
point
out of this. Bring it back.
please.
Selector, bring that back. Bring that back. He's paying his rent right now. They're paying the rent right now. Bring it back, please. Selector, reel that back. Yeah, reel that back. Reel.
This is
Native
footage.
heads. That is
Footage.
bananas.
Big up all the
Yo.
indigenous folks, them, because
Start
now
to
you got
finish
the
was
sound.
perfection, bro.
Big up
Wow.
all the
There's
indigenous
no
folks,
critique
them.
there.
This is
None.
the slap.
The length
This
of
is
it was
blessed.
so dope that you would like. It just has replay
Definitely.
value.
Chippewa Sioux.
Big up Chippewa Sioux.
Chippewa Sioux.
That
Love
was
what
the
you
one.
do, Chippewa Sioux.
That was beautiful. So a lot of
Man.
producers and artists listening,
Got
that
the
this
glue.
is that this is the energy and so forth. But
Yo.
this is a good energy.
That's gonna make man turn over.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Everyone, mans are gonna touch their face. Mans are gonna touch their own face. Like, what
Yo.
the
Oh,
fuck?
Man,
Dwight
I'm
Drummond,
turning
big
over.
fan. Yo, we're a
Yo.
big fan of you,
Yo,
Mr. Dwight
sorry,
Drummond.
that
Hey,
shit is
we
fire.
got the white drumming on there?
Dwight Drummond. I got
Why
him
you so
enough-
cool, dog?
Hey,
Why you so cool, nigga?
No, listen.
Why you get on
A
the
lot of
Aight,
us
aight.
here, producers in the
Yo,
building.
even Maestro didn't come on my show.
We
Why
have
you
a
so
lot of
cool,
respect
dog?
for you because
Yo,
of what you do for us.
Listen, to
on
all the
another
producers,
level.
so when you get the chance to get your flowers, big up man's like Too Rude.
Yo, absolutely.
Please, big
Don't
up,
know,
big
man.
up man's like Too Rude.
The white
That
drummers.
for young cats, when myself even fucking wine out here when we're on our shit, we had man
alright.
even gigs here. We had man's like
I
Too
never forgot
Rude.
you.
Yeah.
You've
In the
always
city,
been
remember Toronto, we didn't have no
genuine and,
direction anywhere in the
authentic from
city.
day one.
So
When you
big
see
up
me,
to this
like, yo,
producer.
Rue, like,
Dope.
always
Alright.
genuine,
So we
real
down
shit
to the
from
final
day one.
16.
Let's get it.
Real
Got
shit,
up
real
top,
get
the
it.
final 16, Ming from Hong Kong, China.
Ming.
Come with the team, my Ming. Yes. Nice.
I don't.
有多少爱的怀念，藏在
love it.
That's
Yo,
it right there.
Ming, I messed with the ting.
Man, big up, Ming. Big
That
up,
was
Ming.
nice.
Big up, big up China. Big up Hong Kong. Me want go there.
Well, not right now, but you don't know.
Oh, yo, shout out to the people that in Hong Kong.
Listen,
doing
big
their
up,
thing.
big up,
You know what I
Ming.
mean?
Big up, Ming.
Yeah,
Big up,
big
Ming.
up.
Same way we'll go and do
We'll
time.
reach. You know what I mean?
But big up, Ming.
Hopefully,
up.
you make,
Clear up.
hopefully you
You
make
know,
it down here without the virus.
That was a good
Great.
submission, but
Yeah.
we're not going there anytime soon. We
Aight.
love China. Big
Got
up
Phoenix
China all
Flame.
day, every day. Big beat.
Outside of South Africa,
Yeah,
Pretoria. Phoenix Flame, let's go.
Oh, that's how the beat goes. I had to make my own tempo. I didn't understand what the beat was doing.
I
Yo,
really
straight
like that,
African
man.
shit.
Yeah, that's some.
I like that.
You like that?
Yo,
I like it, man. Very intricate, man. Very intricate.
Listen, my dude's from South Africa. As far as if you know the African patterns and the fact that he went to go electronic, he went electronic with the African. Sorry, that's my shit.
fam.
I love it too,
when I
man.
can
Like,
be
I
a bad
just-
guy. I love
I
it.
get it.
Nah, I love
Y'all like that shit?
No.
Hey,
That John Blazy,
Yo,
y'all.
Shit.
Remember,
I'm
we're in
campaigning
Canada.
for that,
This guy's
yo.
in South
No,
Africa.
listen.
And
Big
actually
up all the
doing a sound
producers.
like that?
Yo, real.
Um,
It's appreciated. All the
straight
producers
up.
that are coming from all over the world with the
fuck with
sounds
that.
because
Thank
all
you for
you're
bringing
doing.
character to that.
You're
man.
part of the development because what you guys do when you're in your own lane, it influences other people in their lane and it builds something. So big up to y'all, man.
That's dope.
And that record was big. That beat was big. So big up, big up.
All right. All the way to Alaska with GMB.
Let's go.
Play that one shit.
Nice start. That would have been the start for me. I like the filters. I like the filters with those pianos where they're dropping on that too.
It's too dull. Like the mix, I mean, the mix is way too dull. Not like I mean, there's changes and all that, but maybe the sound selection too.
You sound like you don't like it.
just say it.
It sound like
I'm
you
just,
really sound
I'm just trying to be
I
constructive.
know you're being nice.
Trying to be constructive.
All right.
There was a rubber band I heard in there, and then a hair clip.
Just didn't pop loud.
The hair clip sound needed to have a little bit more distortion.
Next up, we got PXKU, Brampton, Canada.
All right.
Nice beat, but definitely not for the beat battle. I get the production. I hear your production as a producer. Cool. But for beat battle, you need more of a monster even to get in the door.
One thing I mean, we've asked for volume in the room, but one thing I will say is when you're submitting your music, please compare the volume of your music to what's out.
Reference
to something else, because we don't want to have to feel. We don't care to have to turn your music up. Turn it up for us. Just have it ready. You know?
Absolutely. Prepared. You don't have to get
yourself.
Just want to press play. Like if it
so
sounds dull to the last track we played, then we want to go to something else. So, let it bang when you send it to us. You know?
So like even sonically with the beats, just be able to explain what you want to explain the beats, but definitely make sure that the sonics are right, so we can understand it and give you like not only what we feel about the beat in regards to just okay if it can work for this battle, but we can also give you pointers of where you can take it, because that's also key to, besides getting you in this battle, it's also if you don't make it, here's where you can go.
And then nobody's gonna EQ that for you. Like, you hand it over, and that's pretty much the way we're gonna hear it.
That's what you're
and
gonna
the
hear.
Battle of the Beat Makers is giving you a great location to where your stuff can really bang. As far as the opera house, man, the quality of sound you get out of there, that's the place to really hear your music. So get your stuff mastered and make sure your stuff is up to par. So you're not blaming the DJ for when it's time for you to battle that your stuff didn't come in loud enough. It's gonna be your fault because we're letting you know now. You know what I mean? So make sure your stuff is mastered
definitely. To add on to what the tour was saying before we continue on. One key is to definitely from now today, this minute, this moment, whatever, just play the beats. If you're gonna go into this battle, play them wherever you can. Even go into a fucking Walmart and go into the fucking electronics section and play them in them fucking speakers and them damn fucking entertainment systems are selling, so you can know exactly how your shit sounds. Nowadays they have so much dope dope fucking technology where you can just go and bring a fucking drive and plug it into a fucking entertainment system. You know what I'm saying? Like, so all the young producers, please take advantage. Please take advantage to wherever you can, from your car to a Walmart to a fucking Nordstrom. You know what I'm saying? Where the classy motherfuckers is at. So definitely at least get that ear, see what you can do, go back home and fix that. So that's what we're here for.
Dope.
So continuing on.
Levy Beats, New Hampshire, USA.
Levy making hits down.
Sound like the song format. I feel it would be good for a writer and an artist.
Yeah,
it's a little too empty.
I'm waiting to see Aaliyah come in on there.
I think it had a lot of very interesting elements, but again, like if I go back to if I was working on that beat and I got to that stage, the next thing I would do, which would have been the most important part for this producer, is go through that head nod test. And be like, okay, if I'm starting it like this, is the crowd going to catch it at this point? And then all of a sudden, everybody starts moving in unison. Like I was kind of, using my peripheral to see where people are feeling out the beat. Nobody was moving. All we're trying to do is figure out what the hell is going on. You know what I mean? But we anticipated the whole thing. That anticipation is supposed to stop after 4 bars.
I agree. I didn't feel that I should have to explain that, but
Real.
But Gigs is 100% right. Where on behalf of the producers that are submitting the music, we have to still put ourselves in that place where y'all are at, so we can not only understand where you guys are coming from, but we can understand where you guys are trying to go with what you're delivering for us and shit. So like, please just focus on just sound selection. Definitely focus on structure. Make it easier for yourself. So when you submit, and mix. I can't forget mix. So those three things are definitely key for you to focus on, so you have less problems and you can kick back and just chill with your girl, your Oman, your man, whatever you're doing, and know that you're alright, because you know you got the right elements, you know your shit's hot. You know what I'm saying? And even if we go and add in our constructive criticism, it's something for you to learn by to make yourself bigger or better. Yeah.
All right. Yama Agni out of Scotia.
I was gonna when I originally heard this, I was like, it might not work on this platform, but I think it's unorthodox enough to work.
No.
Not enough.
Bring me to Sesame
It
Street
knocks
with that.
It knocks, but sounds like the opening of like a trivia game.
That
No,
might
sounds
be
like-
yeah,
no,
it
it
does.
sounds like-
It does. But I
Let me
think
get
this
to the point.
producer
It,
might have the surprise, the
sounds
element of
like
surprise,
the
like-
intro of a late night talk show
Nah,
host.
I feel you.
fucking Show.
What?
But this
Hold
is
on,
late
hold
night
on,
with
hold on,
fill in the
hold on.
blanks. So
Skill,
now-
he has skill. Whoever's
it's
playing the
definitely
music,
skill.
they have a lot of
Oh, I
musical
didn't-
skill, but they just like production wise, they're not there in this realm.
And to continue
Yeah,
on what
they're
he's-
they're in the
battle
Steve. They're
realm.
from the
This is not-
Stevie Wonder era.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Trying to act like they banging on us with the now.
I said it how
But
many
that
odd
is-
times.
that
I don't
is-
know why I'm
look
getting-
what I
that's
can
the
do.
shucky
It's the
ducky
look what I
quack
can do
quack.
shit.
No, absolutely.
You
I'm
gotta
getting-
know
I'm
how to
getting the-
use the look what I can do thing to your advantage, and that's what I'm noticing
I'll show
that
you,
producers don't really put like the magnifying glass onto is knowing what you can do with what you think you know that can done the place. You still gotta take it to a level where it's not just appealing to you. Stop being selfish with the sound. You know you feel yourself, but you still gotta be able to take that and bring it to people where.
It's a sync thing. Sounds like
Yeah.
it's good for sync.
No, this could
before
definitely
I,
sync.
before I can get to the sync thing, that's the thing. But I've been saying that for 2 days.
Yo.
So I'm saying that on top of that too, so that producer can actually improve. Just try to add spike to the punch.
I'm
Add
giving
some
this
spike
one
to the punch.
like some freakishly
For the
element
battle,
of surprise.
that was mad corny, bro. For the battle, that was mad corny. If this gets dropped in between anything that's going on, out of whatever is going on, if they, nah.
I'm actually interested to hear something else from that.
So am I.
Yeah.
It is late night talk showish,
just gonna
but
kick
I
it
feel
But that's
like
what I'm saying.
I-
That's
have
why I
s-
said there is a place for it, and
I
that's
know,
what
yeah.
it is about here. Instead of us saying that, not make it,
That's a
we're
dinosaur.
helping you
That's
saying,
dinosaur
okay,
music.
it doesn't make it here, but you can do like hell, Pensiato's place.
yeah, I want to take away the,
But,
the
you know, yeah.
unpredictable nature of what we think might unfold and like.
Yeah,
That's
a good point.
dinosaur
You know what I'm
music,
saying?
though,
Good
man.
point.
When I hear that, that sounds like somebody that has an older vibe that's really trying to bring it to you, but is not in sync with what the now
I
is.
understand what you.
Hey,
Yeah,
Yama,
it's dinosaur shit.
Dope.
Yama, I like that.
All right, let's move on to Trip
Yeah,
Beamer,
Hey,
Washington,
Arcelo.
D.C.
I like the synth work so far.
Give me some drums now.
What I'm learning listening to a lot of these producers, these dope producers, is that timing is a real thing. So if you're gonna have an intro, please, like, I don't even put myself out there.
Cut
Like
it in
I that's one of my weakest parts in regards to structure, is the intro is one of my weakest, if not the weakest part of my game. So I say with producers, even from what I'm hearing from y'all, hearing from myself, hearing from other producers, definitely pay attention to that part and know how to get into the big part that we have to pay attention to. So instead of making it a 16 bar, please try to make it a 4 bar for the intro, so you can get those elements out and then get to the meat and potatoes of the actual beat. You know what I'm saying? With this one, it was a little too long on the intro.
All right. VKZ out of LA, Los Angeles. Is this a joke?
The South got something to say. All right, so I'm gonna speak on that beat. The South got something to say.
I got nothing to say.
The South got something to say.
The West got nothing
It's
to
not
say.
exactly. So now with that record too, is that now with that, to keep it a buck, it could work and, like, sinking, but for this battle, you really shouldn't have brought this one. And if you were to, the key thing is, if you're gonna bring something like this, you really gotta shake it up and add changes, pads, whatever you gotta add to make it make sense for people that are gonna receive it in that crowd. And with this, it's like it seemed like they were more catering to what they liked instead
Yes.
of what people want.
Sounds like a Rugrats reunion.
Yeah, but that's what music is right now. I said it earlier, so I can say it again. That's what music is right now when it comes to that lane of music. It's Rugrats melodies. So now, if you're gonna do that, you gotta build on it and make it yours, or make it something bigger, so it can be yours and you can run it.
I'll say it real quick. I know that there's a lot of skillful musicians out there that are making their music melodically. Sometimes you gotta consult other producers or something for sound choices and things, right? Because
bass.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
yes,
that
100%.
synthetic sounding. I don't know where the sounds are coming
even
from.
add on to Why Not Saying we're gonna go next, but
They got
Why
skills,
Not
but-
Saying is 100%. It's 100% something you can walk away with and add it to your artillery. It's a real thing. Like
They could compose samples or something,
definitely.
like real shit.
Yeah.
Like imagine a band played it,
Yeah,
and then gave it to somebody that makes beats.
Totally agree.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Next.
OP out of Virginia Beach. OP.
Warning.
safe with that one.
Super safe.
It's very safe.
It has that uplifting
It's got a
kind
cape.
of.
It's got a hood. It's got mittens. It's got.
It's got a mood though. It's got a mood.
Blanket.
Okay, to add on
but
to go into what
that
what
mood-
Tony was saying, like, so even it has a mood now. Is it a mood to?
It's not for a beat
no,
battle.
no,
It's
not
a
for
cheesy
this.
mood. It's
Not
not for
for
beat
this.
battle. It's a
That's
cheesy
That's
mood.
where I was going.
It's
I'm
for,
like,
it's
it
for
has
a
the
beer
mood,
commercial, a wine commercial,
but it has
diamonds
the
commercial.
opposite mood of what we need, of what this competition is. So I don't get yam.
Yeah,
You know what I
you're
mean?
not lying. That's facts.
Like the melodic part, the melodic aspect was
Yeah.
there with it, but the it factor was not.
So the producer, big up yourself. The melodic factor was there. The it factor was.
You would make a vegetarian eat meat with that one. Next.
Brazil.
Yes,
Ciao.
give me the Brazil.
To
Brazil.
Brazil. Ciao to Bordeaux. Let's go.
First Brazilian entry.
No, I think we got a Brazil before. We got a Brazil before, right? Yeah. Okay, can I say something? So while listening to that, I was working with a tempo that would work. It would be this.
For the battle?
For that beat, it'd be this tempo. And
For the
then-
battle? Is it for the battle?
And it's not for the battle.
There's no fixing what you just heard.
But
It
like
is
I
what it
said,
is, like-
so like I said, if you're trying to see anything with that one in particular that you decided to submit, it's not for the battle, but to give you like an olive branch, it's gonna have to be in a slower tempo because it's
That's
okay.
New
Fine.
Jack
Personally, with me,
Swing.
I hate don't give that to no. New Jack Swing has New Jack Swing has a swag. But besides the point, yeah, definitely with those records, you really gotta actually listen to them
Corny
in
as
different
fuck. Yep.
speakers and see how it resonates to you, and just make the decision off that. I personally feel you didn't listen to enough different speakers and different setups to
Nah, man. It
to get that.
doesn't matter the speakers and setup. The beat just wasn't.
It just wasn't.
Wow.
I know that. I'm trying to be nice.
No, man.
All right, let's keep it moving.
Nice does not help.
Let's go.
St. Louis.
Facts.
Okay,
Tatum.
that didn't work.
Next up,
All right, let's do it.
Tatum.
Damn, Tatum, this is.
This last match here.
For that one,
Yeah,
it would
it is.
definitely need a song.
would.
Record. Yeah.
More than actually competing in this battle, that would have a bigger chance of making something of itself as a song.
Not
100%.
You
I feel
submitted.
that.
You submitted a track you did. That's cool. The track's cool, but it's definitely like what we've been saying from the jump. It's not a battle ready. And I get it. You're producing music, So if you're gonna come back next year, have the understanding. It was okay. You submitted this year, not like we're hating on you, but for the world beat battle, beat makers competition, battle of the beat makers. You have to have battle ready music.
Yes.
This stuff will get you hurt.
We're trying to
The
make it
kids
easy
are
for you.
coming with monsters, and you're coming with the corn. It's gonna be corn soup for you.
That's a corn
When it's
soup.
done.
Corn
Like,
soup is for
yo,
after the jab.
It's gonna be
Right?
corn
soup for after the jab.
Like,
Yo,
yo,
my man, I dropped the. My man, I dropped the. Yo, my man dropped the pen.
Man said it was food.
My man said,
All
food.
right. Let's keep it moving. South Carolina, Red Dot Music. What you got?
Okay.
Let me just throw the kitchen sink in there while I'm at it.
Okay, it's funny that you said that. Okay, cool. So I'll add on to what Turu was saying.
Yes, you tried to throw everything and the kitchen sink in that, and you don't need to. So to all the producers, even from this battle to future battles, when it comes to moving the crowd and getting the crowd participation and all that, even for yourself, do not overthink shit. We've all have had our experience of overthinking. This is one of those ones where I feel that producer in particular, they wanted to add in everything to be on a safe side, and that is kind of like it will kind of mess with you in regards to you competing in this competition where you want to get all the elements, the popular elements going.
Yo,
Don't go
I'm
that
getting
route.
angry. I want to hear some music that makes me jump out my seat.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Listen.
And that's
you
it.
have the sonics. You have the drums in there. Sonically, you got the drums in there, and you have melodies in there. But you're really gonna have to discipline yourself even more as a producer to pick the right taste, to balance out what melodies you're sitting with and the drums. Sometimes the drums are even doing too much. But you have you have something close, but it's not our job to sit here and try to sift it out for you. So all our job is to listen. It has to hit us. We got to feel it and say yes.
Yeah, one of your biggest jobs is to believe in yourself, and then once you bring what you believe to us, because of our experience and why we're here and why it's important, we'll let you know what's up.
Go back and rearrange that and make that into something, bro. Like, you have the potential. I hear it sonically, and in the sounds it's there. You're just really going to have to discipline yourself to where you're not feeling like you need to put everything in. Save some of those extra sounds for another song. You know what I mean? And that would even help you. So, and this is from my experience with me learning, because I've made the same mistakes myself. Sometimes I can be busy. And I'm okay. I'm happy with that being in there. And I had to learn how to discipline myself to where, like, nah, whoa, take shit out and, yeah, save that for another song. It might even be better. It's simple with all that. So, yeah, you do have some potential. I hear it. But there is too much going on. So, you know, to give you proper constructive criticism, just learn how to fall back and use less.
Less is
Try
more.
that out for yourself.
Less is more.
I had to learn that the hard way too, because I started out busy beat.
All right, we got 88
get to it.
from B-Town, Brampton. 88 up next.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know who that is. Give it to me. Give me some, bro.
Turn this up, please, dogs. something?
Nasty.
Can I say something?
Nasty.
Can I say something?
Say something. Say something. Say something.
Nasty.
Say something.
I'm gonna
say
make it
something.
quick. So 88 big up on a blood clot self. So now even with records like that too, I'll be the first to even say that was a safe beat. So even to what is contained in that beat, if you want to play a safe beat and still be in like the run-ins, even hearing what was in that beat would and then take it a level if you want to. But that was one of those ones.
I did like some of the. He did have something unique happening with that though, with everything he had.
Yeah,
so
it's
I
very
did,
that.
I did like that though.
I want to hear
I did
more.
like that.
So
yes.
now,
You could restrict that to a region, but like in the same breath, like everything's just sounded polished.
So now,
Yes,
and I know it was
and
safe.
that's what it
I
was.
understand that.
So now that everything sounded polished, even with those records, is that even in regards to whoever is submitting or already submitted to, make your beats dance. Women, men love when things dance. We don't love to hear the end of it. We want to hear it continue. So even with what he was doing on the structure, I'll give him that on that. The structure kept it dancing. Now overall, it was cool, but there's elements in what this producer did where it was like, all right, they kept me dancing.
Bring that swing to
future
the rest
producers,
of the track.
keep the people dancing.
Yeah.
All right.
Dope. All right. JRW Productions, New York, down to the last three.
Come on. Okay, SP mode.
Okay, with that one was.
Hard one to choose. With that one,
I
boy.
already knew what I was gonna say, but then I had to really think about it. I'm like, all right, cool for the battle though. Yeah, you might have to come with something else in regards to competing with this kind of battle. The fans might let you down with that because there might be a lot of that certain producers might come with that might eat what's going on with what you're doing. So I would say add more spike to the punch if you're gonna come with that. If you're gonna come with that and that's what you feel is gonna make you win and make a name for yourself, definitely add more spike to the punch for I guess that, because at the end of the day, there's gonna be producers that are gonna take you out like that. In regards to the character of what they have to offer. So if you're going to go that lane, it's a specific lane that I see a lot of producers go to the point they end up in a lo-fi producer range. So before you get to that lo-fi producer range and you're doing that, please always keep in mind if you're going to do this, add some characteristics to what you have going on so we can be on some, it has that. Look at producers, creators, look at a fucking onion one day. Look at the layers.
Back at the onion.
Look at the layers of peel it. Peel that onion. It's gonna smell up your crib, but peel the onions and know that maybe within 5 to 10 layers, see what you can do on a beat and then space it structure wise so you know the end of the day if you can take those layers and spread them out in a beat in regards to presentation, you'll have something going for you. And that's all I have to say. Mic drop.
All right. Last two K Crazy Head beats. Alabama, USA.
You just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
I love the Twilight Zone, bro. Come on.
Yeah. Oh.
2 beats left. Next beat. Let's go to the next. We're out of here. Let's go.
Yeah. So rounding out the end.
Big up Too Rude out there.
Shit.
Finish it off. We got Canyo the One. Let's see if you're the one from Oregon.
Get it, bro. Let's get it.
Number 256.
Oh, is that Canyon again?
I think that's a beat that the beat battle crowd would appreciate and probably give a nice, applaud at the end, but it's not something that I can see people going going crazy and falling over. I don't see this beat throwing down a man.
Yeah, that beat makes your round, whatever round you're competing in, that makes it debatable. Like it's you might not advance.
Might have
with
to
that
go to
one,
another round.
So to put a plus on what they're trying to say, because I agree with them 1,000,000,000%. With that beat, it would probably be good to run it first to see what you're working with. And then once you realize that this not make it, then you know what else to go in your bag to see what else to throw into the pit.
That's not a jumping first.
So definitely that's not a disrespect from my part or even the man here, because we're here to here's what it is. We're here so we can listen to the radio again. You know what I'm saying? We're here to listen to the radio again, and that's where y'all come in. So definitely this is this. You see what I'm saying? So there was that record was a bop. That record was a bop. So that's what I'm saying. So end of the day, it's like we're trying to make sure y'all got that bop, because whether you're coming from Toronto or elsewhere, we need y'all. This is where y'all supposed to come through and get that stamp, and we're gonna maintain that.
Chippewa.
So keep doing
Okay.
it. Chippewa.
44P. Shout out to all producers.
All
It's been
the
2 days.
fucking producers.
Big up.
Yeah,
Shout
big
out
up yourself. And I'll be honest with you, I think this beat battle for it's gonna be very entertaining.
Yeah,
And what's
it's gonna be a
also
crazy one.
extra dope, the ones that know they got it, that know that they have a strong feeling they're gonna have some competition on their ass, and that's what we're trying to do for them. We're trying to make sure the ones that are a sure shot have some competition on their ass.
It's not gonna be.
It's
There's no easy round.
So
No
all the
easy
youngins,
rounds.
all the ones that, you know what I'm saying, that's where you come in and you have to go against these dope ones that are trying to get theirs. And that's where we make it interesting, even down to the Bombays who have it locked, where they'll get an instant head nod because they know where the formula goes. That's where all you younger producers and the producers that have less experience come in and know that even though they're not on a level yet because they have that room for them to go and done the place, that's where y'all come in.
Yo, can I just say, don't come with your mellow shit, man.
Please don't come with mellow shit.
Away,
It ain't that.
Like,
we're trying to fight that. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to make things
No,
happy
hold on.
and exciting
Like,
for you guys.
If you're gonna come through with something mellow, it better just be like
the hit.
Make it
just
work.
Have a very big
Use your
impact.
gut
That's
instinct.
it.
Too rude.
got-
Right now, the
Tona.
firebomb. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I say Tona. Last words. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, man, like just to capitalize on what they said already. Like, if you come with that melodic, mellow shit, and you're not looking to decapitate your competition, like head top gone, remove, like,
Absolutely.
yo, you have to have that mentality, yo.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be a short night for you. You're gonna be back at your hotel room like early.
Upset.
early,
upset,
Hanging
pissed
So
off at the $20
seriously
burger and fries you
hanging
just
out.
bought at the hotel.
Exactly. Take your time diligently and
Eat
get
your
and
$40
prepare-
burger and fries in peace, knowing that you have a chance to take it to a level.
and
Don't do
prepare
it pissed
for
off.
this competition because the competition is gonna be stiff this year.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yo, it's
absolutely.
gonna be rough.
Man,
We're
it's
trying
gonna
to make
come
it
with
good
this.
for y'all. We're trying to make it entertaining for you guys this time because we have been listening. We have been listening to the producers, even people that have something to say in regards to the energy and the it starts with the word starts with a C, but I can't think of it. But just the continuance of just vibe, so people can be in the crowd and continue to engage. I'm gonna use that for now. So the chemistry of what these young producers drop for all just the people, just average folks around the world that are gonna go to this thing and listen to it and just get raw reaction. You need that.
Gigs, final thoughts.
Yo, don't come with your soft things, man, or else you're gonna be like a little baby,
Absolutely.
like wah, wah. You know, the thing is gonna end. I'm gonna be like, yo, these guys didn't get much. The reason we didn't get your shit because it was, you know, soft. You know, Like,
We're judging it off of the natural aspect.
Let me tell you guys something based on history. When Battle of the Beat Makers started, there was multiple categories. There was party, smooth, and grimy. Guess which section, the Magnums were waiting for most? It was the grimy things. You know what I mean? It was the grimy things. You know what I mean? So it's like, and as the man who was doing the grimy things, yo, it was like when I was making beats, I was like, yo, man, heads must be gone after this beat. This beat, you must lose a limb after this one. You know what I mean? After this one, this youth is gonna be in a wheelchair still. After this one, it's gonna be nightmares. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, just come with a thing, but foremost, you gotta entertain the audience because it's a show, it's a performance. You're putting on a performance. Sound Supremacy is putting on, investing into doing all these things, and we want to give you guys a performance that you as the producers want to give the audience a performance that they're gonna want to come back to, that they're gonna remember you for, and the most important thing, as far as the impact you leave, you don't have to win the competition to be super successful at this. You could be out in the first round, but if you leave that impact and everybody says, yo, I remember that dude was gone in the first round, but let me look at this. I remember one year it was what was it, Bird and Keys and 808 Gang.
Oh, you're going in.
You know what I mean?
Exactly what you're talking about.
I think they were early. They were in the early rounds. They went against each other. But yo, that was one of the battles that everybody was talking about, and they were in the early rounds. So just keep that in mind, man. Use your strategy. I used to come with a banger in the first round. I'll just let you guys know a little bit of my strategy, what I used to do. I used to come with a banger in the first round to kind of get the audience on my side from the jump. So I'm like, if you don't know about gigs, you're going to know about me after the first round. I didn't come with a thing and say, yo, let me feel out the crowd. I'm like, yo, who's coming against me first? Because I have an oxen on my pocket and it I go swing. You know what I mean? So, yo, just come with your heat, man. Your first round might be your only round. So if you have something that you want people to hear, you know what I mean? That's a good time to drop it.
I will be one to admit that I experienced that axe. I experienced that.
And to build on to why not, and to build on my broski, why not? As a creator and as a producer, we had during the early breaks, man. If we were to film that, we show you how it's really done. And Why Not was just playing shit. Why Not was playing shit earlier just to get us in the vibe. So, if anything, probably next time we're gonna make you see what we need you to
coming soon.
Coming soon. So we had fun with it this season. This season of Battle of the Beat Makers, we had fun with mans like Why Not that have been tried, tested, and true in Battle of the Beat Makers. Come through and show you how it's supposed to be done. We didn't film it. But we have to do it next time, so we can so we can show all y'all, because at the end of the day, that's what this is about. Besides us sitting here judging what's dope, We also want to be a part of showing you what can work.
we can do.
And in regards to
grow.
getting what you want to get, and when you're performing, like I said, it's an important thing to realize that we ain't stupid. I know I ain't stupid here when it comes to, a lot of producers, a lot of great producers are very antisocial. They know how to work their greatness. So therefore, it's like, if we can make it easier for you guys to be able to break out of that shell and fuck up the game, that's what we're here for. So even with cats like us, we're doing this again, we're gonna have little situations where we'll have mans like, why not go and show y'all how it's done, and then we'll get to the judging, and then whatever we'll go. Shit, I might even go and pull out the ox and show y'all how it's done, and then you guys can go and see that. It's all about building. It's not even an ego thing. It's about, I know I'm nice. He knows he's nice. We all know we're all nice, and it's about all of us gassing ourselves, quality over quantity.
We
Big
build
up.
each other up.
My thing I'm gonna say for all you kids that's in here that's doing the battle, you really have to get the who you are out and popping. You gotta be more fearless, be more confident with who you are musically. Don't be fake fearless. Be dead ass understanding who you are as a person. And when it comes to this music, make it like a sport. You gotta be competitive. You can't come with this, oh, you're a cool guy, I'm cool with you. All these guys are cool. You're trying to win, bro. So
absolutely
fuck the bullshit.
Yo, you're
you
nyamming
gotta
heads.
be hella competitive. Don't be on this nice stuff. Listen, are you trying to win, or you just trying to be cool
And have fun,
and
too.
sit in there and just be everybody's friend and shake a hand? Nah, break a hand. Don't shake a hand. Break a hand, bro. So at the end of the day, love what you do when it comes to this music, but you have to really get to that point to where you know who you are musically when it comes to this. And like, it's a battle. None of this soft friend, bruck.
Alright. We gotta keep it moving. It's Battle of the Beatmakers 2020, Move the Crowd edition.
Thank
That's
y'all for having
256 producers. Thank you, judges.
Blessings.
Give yourselves a hand.
Big up all the
Top
producers that
32
came through in the last 2 days.
Coming
you guys,
to Toronto.
You guys
We're
got
gonna
it.
grab them. We're gonna pick them out March 21st,
We're
Opera
gonna have
House in
some fun.
Toronto. Tickets on sale next week. BalladBeatmakers.com. Hit us up. BalladBeatmakers.com. From us to you. Keep grinding. Keep in the crates. Keep hitting them pads. Much love.
Bless up.
Smile.
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 Yeah.